at BMB at the beach, of course.
Of course, you're right. We're here to take a look at what people have been up to this summer and to see what next school year has in store.
Stay tuned for all that and more on BMB at the beach.
In the past couple of months, while BMB has been off the air, we took some time to enjoy the summer.
This has been a pretty unusual summer, though, because of the pandemic and the restrictions put in place to stop the spread.
But people are still finding ways to have fun this summer, and BMB's Haley Hepworth took some time to look at what people have been up to during this summer.
Although it is sunny and hot out, the coronavirus is still a major threat to New York, and safety precautions must still be on people's minds all the time. This doesn't mean you should be going out to stores without a mask, hanging out with friends in large quantities, and this definitely doesn't mean to forget social distancing. Even though the state is slowly opening back up, there are still many things to do to make you feel safe.
Summer's been quite unlike any other. I don't know if you call it much of a summer. Because we've been working really hard, at the central office and building level administrators and teachers and parents to plan for the reopening of school in September. So, that's taken up the entire month of July so far, which has been absolutely fine because it's been such a pleasure to work with such a collaborative, focused, and dedicated group.
This summer, I've been hanging out with my friends and family and reorganizing my room since I have so much free time.
Lately, I went to the beach with my mom. I've been learning how to drive, which is, a mess. But I'm comfortable with going to the beach and just hanging out and relaxing. Can't really go in the water because there's apparently sharks. But, just going there and just everything's just calm. Like, you have a conversation, you talk, you relax, and it's a very different setting from being in the house all the time, which is nice.
I've done nothing but play with my dog. I've been lifeguarding around my neighborhood at little pool parties for some cash, but that's really it because it's hard to get jobs since everybody my age is home and not on vacation or at summer camp. Hopefully next summer I'll be able to get a real job and not be working off the books, but then I'll have to pay taxes, which I don't want to do. Contributing to Social Security is not what me or Piper want to do. So I hope that next summer we'll be able to get real jobs and hopefully at school we'll all get to see each other again.
This summer I haven't really been doing anything special. I've been hanging out with friends, hockey opened up, and just laying in my bed talking to my friends, nothing special.
Entertainment facilities like movie theaters and sporting events will be opening back up in the foreseeable future.
I just want, all of our kids, students, and my own kids to return to some type of normalcy. As more time goes on, I just don't want them to miss out on such important aspects of their life. So, once, we start to reopen this world a little bit better, I hope kids, find some sense of normalcy in their lives because, that's who, I constantly think about through this whole pandemic.
It is great to see people still enjoying themselves over the summer and taking safety precautions while doing so.
Thanks, Haley. I'm glad to see that people have had somewhat normal summers.
And hopefully things will continue to be normal in the future.
Speaking of the future, the question on everyone's mind is what the start of the school year will look like.
BMB's Riley Fried got an inside look at what the plans can be for this next school.
As August rolls around, the thought of the school year pops into everyone's minds. Normally, these thoughts would be regarding what school supplies need to be purchased, what classes students are taking, and who they are in those classes with. However, this year, there's only one thought that is implanted into the students' minds. What will the school year look like?
There's a lot of planning going on during the school year. So typically, over the summer we get to relax a little as principals, but, we've been involved in a lot of Zoom meetings as well with the administrators from the other buildings as well as with central administration so that we could plan different scenarios for the reopening in September.
Well, not really. I mean, what we do know is that our school district is planning for all scenarios. There are 3 scenarios that every school district has to plan for. We have to plan for in-person learning with safety measures. We have to plan for a hybrid model, which would involve some in-school and some remote learning situations. And then the third, it would be to continue with remote learning. We're not going to know what the state of New York has to say until the first week in August. So that's where we're at. We're kind of in a waiting pattern.
I'm on one of the art reopening committees, but really that's just how we kind of react to the decisions that are being made, like how we deal with sanitation of supplies and how we deal with if we go remote and different computer programs. So I don't know anything. I don't think anybody's going to know anything until school starts, unfortunately. So we really just need to prepare for every possible scenario.
You know, the administration and teachers and parents have been meeting pretty regularly since the beginning of June and working really hard on trying to figure out how we're going to do this safely, but in a meaningful way. You know, speaking for the teachers, we miss you guys desperately. I mean, we do this because we like working with young people, and we're looking forward to trying to find some way to get back together, you know, safely. And I know that we'll do that.
With many uncertainties regarding the school year, students will just have to sit and wait for the final announcement. We know that the school district is doing whatever's best for the community and for the well-being of the students when deciding whether to stay closed or open the doors. For BMB, I'm Riley Fried.
Thanks, Riley. Things could change between now and the start of the school year, but hopefully we can all be there in person this September.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be in the studio for the first morning announcements of the year.
Exactly. Another thing that people are unsure about for the fall is plans for the school sports.
BMB's Louie Yepez took a look at how the season could go for the school.
The status of the fall sports season is one of the biggest question marks heading into this school year. During these uncertain times, safety is the #1 concern. However, the New York State Public High School Athletic Association, along with athletic directors and coaches across the league, are trying their best to allow student athletes to play.
You know, the first plan, which you know, I think would be the most ideal, would be a later start date. You know, we'd be starting September 21st, still playing full-length seasons.
So talking with the team with some like mini practices because of the restrictions on sizes, I think a lot of us are hoping for the season to come, and we're looking forward to it as a redemption, especially after the last seasons. But we just really want to go out there and just take advantage of the situation that we could get.
Honestly, I think it was pretty awesome for us to be able to have time before school started to do preseason and get our, training in and tryouts. I think that was awesome because the girls didn't have to worry about school as much as it was just like focused on volleyball until school started. So pushing it back is a little annoying, but I'm just kind of happy that we still have the opportunity to play and have a season and it's not all canceled yet.
One issue with pushing back the start of the fall sports season would impact the multi-sport athletes. While everyone playing would be affected by this modified season, they may be forced to choose between sports if the seasons overlap.
You know, there is a significant amount of overlap in time between seasons. So a multi-sport athlete, someone who plays soccer and then plays, and then is on the wrestling team and then wants to play baseball in the spring, they would be missing significant portions of the starts of their season as they finished up the season previous.
There's also the question of playoffs. With the fall regional already canceled, there are many forms the playoffs could take. However, fall sport teams will be motivated to win no matter what playoffs look like.
Especially to the seniors, absolutely, because after coronavirus came, we didn't even know if we'd get a season. So I'm sure all of us would want to make sure every game we play at this point is play like it's our last, because it will be our last for most of us.
Definitely getting the chance to play is just going to be really awesome. I've been playing on the team since 8th grade, so I've been through 4 years of seniors having their senior games and doing all that with the senior posters. So I definitely want to have my little time, even if it's, really short. But so definitely getting the chance to play would mean really a lot, ending off my 5th year with the team that I've been playing with for such a long time, and the girls in my grade, we have some great talent, so being able to play would be super awesome, and I really hope we get that opportunity.
The fall sports season will definitely look different than usual this year, but players are grateful for the chance to play. Hopefully everything will work out as planned so that these students athletes can have their fall season. For BMB, I'm Haley Yepez.
Thanks, Lily. Hopefully all of the Midweek fall athletes will get to play this year.
The questions we have about the future will be answered in the coming weeks, but for now, let's all focus on enjoying the summer.
Yeah, summer is far from over, so remember to have fun and stay safe. We'll see you in the fall.